For our 7.3 reteach, if you did not pass the mastery check with a 3 or a 4, we're going to do some problems together. If you got a 3 or a 4 on your number 3 mastery check, you do not need to do this with me. You can go to the next thing. So we're going to set these up together. I'm going to let you do the math because I know you can do the math. But we're going to just work on thinking through what is what we have, what is it out of, and then our percent. So every time we should be following that same format. Is of. This is what we have. It's out of the total. Here's our percent. It's always out of 100. So as we're reading through, we're looking for our numbers. We're looking for our percents. We're looking for those connecting words. Is this what we have, or is it the total out of the total? So you should be on page, I don't know what page this is, 225 and 226. We're not going to do all of them. We're just going to do the ones that are in this video. So do the ones in the video with me. So number 1 says, Nancy hopes to collect 100 oysters from the ocean. So that's what she wants to collect. She has collected 15% of her goal so far. How many oysters does she have? Right? So I'm going to add a couple words here, right? This is what we have, and it's out of the total. So let's set up our problem here. So percent, so we got our percent here. So these are the same. Is, have, total, of. We are looking for the percent out of 100. So we know the percent, 15%. So we're going to put that here, and we know it's out of 100. That's our secret number. So she wants to collect 100 oysters. That's the total she wants to get, right? It's asking how many she has. We don't know the top number, the numerator, but we know the denominator. The total is 100. Ooh. So you can think, how do I get from 100 to 100? If you know that, think about what that's going to be. That's not making sense to you, right? We're going to crisscross times and divide. Hey, number 2, math on the spot. Hal is downloading a file from the internet. So far, he has downloaded 25% of the file. So we're going to start with what we know. So 25 out of 100. If 10 minutes have passed since he started, so it's 10 minutes have passed since he started, how long will it take to download the rest of the file? So, this one, we got to do some thinking. So it's been 10 minutes. He has 10 minutes. So we're going to put 10 up here. But now we need to find this number here. So we're going to times and divide, but that is not the question it asks. It says, how long will it take to download the rest of the file? So here's our total. Whatever this total is, it's been 10 minutes, right? This is our total. It's been 10 minutes. How much longer do they have to get to the whole entire thing? It's a good question. I like it. Okay, number 3. Sally eats lunch at a restaurant and her bill is $12. So she goes, they bring her the check. The total is $12. We know she spent $12. She wants to leave a 15% tip for the waiter. So 15%. How much money should she leave for the tip? So when I solve this problem, it will tell me how much she should leave. Remember, money, we're talking 2 decimal places. So she'll probably leave some dollars, but she might also leave some change if it doesn't go in there perfect. So all we're doing is setting it up. Is this at what she has, or is that the total? And setting up the problem. Okay, number 4, a town spends 43% of its annual budget on education. So 43%. So the percents are usually pretty easy to look for because they have the percent sign. If the town's budget is $1 million, how much will be spent on education? So the whole entire budget. So I know there's a word is right here, right? But the budget, that is the whole thing. That's the total, is $1 million. 1, 2, 3. So we have $1 million. 43% of that is going to education. So how much will education be? Hey, we are going to skip to number 7 from here. So students are, hold on, I'm going to get my little labels right. This is of, this is what we have. It's out of the total. Here's my percent, always out of 100, just to help us get things in the right spot. Okay, students are auditioning for a play. 18% of the 45 students. So 18 is what we have. It's out of the total 45. We'll be auditioning to get a part in the play. What percent? Looking for the percent. But we know it's out of 100 will be in the play. So 45 students audition, only 18 of those get a part. What percent is that? Okay, next up, number 8, the first lap of an auto race is 2,500 meters. So that's a lap, 1 lap. That is what it is. This is 10%, right? This number is only 10%. That, right? We're not done. We don't have a total. So this number is our numerator. It's 10% of the total. What is the total race distance? So we're looking for the total by doing that math there, right? We want the total for the bottom. If we're reading and we're looking for our keywords and thinking about what we have, when we set it up, the math is pretty simple. Okay, we're going to skip on to the back to number 13. In a jar, 25% of the marbles are red. So 25% are red. There are 45 red marbles in the jar. How many marbles are in the jar all together? So we want the total, the together. So 25% is 45, right? Those should line up. 25% and 45 should be on the same line there. So if we have 25%, and these are red, 45 are red, what's the total, right? These are red, so we match them up. Computer's trying to restart. Don't do that. So we're going to crisscross and divide. Should be one of these answers to see how much is in the jar all together, total. Okay, number 14, we're going to get our setup here. On a 747 airplane. Okay, I know those are numbers, but that's just the type of plane. It's not part of our problem. So we have 20% of the seats are business class. Let's set up what we know. 20%. If 80 passengers can ride in business class, so 20% are business class. That's 80 people in business class. These should line up together. How many can the plane carry, right? What's the total? So this is business class, business class. So what's the total? Total, right? 100% of the plane can be filled up, but only 20% is business class. 80 people can ride in business class. So what's our total number of people on the plane? Hey, number 15. About 10% of the people are left-handed. So we're going to go 10%. If there are 480 people in a movie theater, about how many of them are likely to be left-handed? Oh my goodness, got a bell. Okay, so 480 is our total. There's going to be kids coming in. So we're looking for the 10%. And our last one, whoa, gotta go fast, 22%. is what he pays. If Mr. Ramos pays that for his housing, how much money did he earn? So the 22% is his house payment. This is his house payment. So those should match up. We're looking for the total there.